What are we talking about today, Dave?
Today we're talking about our favorite Christmas gifts as kids.
All right.
Jingle
bells, jingle bells.
Jingle.
I knew he was going to do that because...
Man, he threw me off.
Yep. All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so Christmas is right around the corner. And
Right around
we were
the corner.
talking the other day, what was the coolest gift that you ever got as a kid? And you actually had to reach out to your dad and he mailed it to you.
Yep.
So I'm curious to see what it was. Because I've got a really, really good one.
All right.
How old are you at this point when you get this gift?
It was 81 or 80. It was Christmas 81, I think. So I would have been 11.
Okay, 11 years old. All right. Oh, no.
What?
Gun safety. No. What is this? No, you
I need
never.
to show you something.
No, you never point a gun at somebody. You could shoot
I was pointing at ants.
You could shoot their eye out. Don't. Oh my goodness. Ray!
It's okay. It's okay. It's just a BB gun.
Yeah, I know.
Well, so here's part of the story.
Alec Baldwin that shot somebody on set.
Uh-huh.
Not with a BB gun. So...
Where were you living at the time? Because you traveled all around growing up.
Well, that's the funny story.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's hear it.
Between the Philippines and Germany, we lived in Warrenton, Virginia.
Okay.
And we would all play. We'd go out. There were these woods. We'd go out there and we would shoot each other with BB guns. Because, back then, we didn't have laser tag and Nerf guns. Who wants a Nerf gun?
But this is a pump.
I know. You were only allowed to pump it once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, everybody abided by those rules, right?
And so yeah, I wanted a BB gun. And I always used a friend of mine's. And then we were moving to Germany. We went to my grandparents in South Carolina, and I got the BB gun. But we were moving to Germany, literally, right after that. So I wasn't able to shoot. I've never been able to shoot anybody with this. So, if you don't mind, I've got some BBs right here. My dad sent me some BBs along with it. I could load it up.
Okay.
Maybe
We'll do
you
it off
stand.
camera. YouTube doesn't allow it.
So you got this BB gun, but then what did you have to do? Leave it at your grandma's house?
No. So my brother, who had hemophilia, had all these drugs. So we packed up the BB gun and all the drugs and jumped on a plane and went to Germany.
And you brought it with you.
Yeah.
But you never shot anybody with it.
I
Because
did
all your buddies are...
So I did, no, I never shot any of them. But I did shoot myself with it.
Of course you did.
One day, went out to the garage, thought, that'll be cool. Can set up a little target in the garage. Nobody was home, no cars in the garage, so I set up a little target. But of course, the whole garage was concrete.
Yeah. A nice little ricochet.
Missed the target right in my face. And this was even before A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Because, again, A Christmas Story came out in 83.
Oh.
This was...
So you're the Christmas story origin. And this is a daisy, so this is like a legit OG.
It is a daisy. It's not the Red Ryder, but
Yeah.
it is a daisy.
So when I was growing up, I had just a spring-loaded one. It may have been a Red Ryder, I don't know. But it was like lever action, so it was pretty wimpy. But we would shoot cans, and we would send my one buddy Mark out to set up the cans because he was the youngest, and his cousins would like just shoot him in the rear end. Oh. And it'd be more like a but,
Man, those were the good old days.
Yeah, but I didn't shoot people because I was taught gun safety. So
I knew not to shoot.
You were trying to
point.
We got video. You were trying to point it.
I mean, look, John has on a really heavy, baggy.
No.
If I shot him with a BB, one pump, he'd be fine.
And this video would not be shown on YouTube.
But if I shot you behind the camera,
Off camera.
with the BBs,
And he goes, ow!
not a real gun.
All right.
Just a BB.
So, my favorite Christmas gift, I was 13. And
What year was that?
I don't know. I was born in 76, so I don't know.
86? 89?
Oh, wow, you're good at math. Sheesh.
Well, I mean,
All right, so
basic math.
So 1989, I want this object so bad, but my dad was always working for a nonprofit, always like dedicated to education and to kids, and like so we never had money. And this object, my dad was like, "There's no way I'm buying that for you. So if you want it, you need to go work." Quit rattling that. You need to go work and raise your own money. So I got with the old ladies in the church, and I was like pulling weeds for them and like moving boxes, and man, they worked me like it was a clay bank in California, and there was all ice plant, and I'm like pulling weeds.
And it was snowing.
It wasn't snowing, but it was because it was summertime. It was really hot, but
you were barefoot.
I could see what I wanted was a remote control car. And from where I would pull weeds at this lady's house, the hobby store was down the hill and across the street, and I could see the hobby store, and I could see like a poster of the thing that I wanted. And so this RC car, okay, so in 1989, Price Club, which is kind of like a Costco or Sam's Club now. It might be Costco now.
It is Costco.
Price Club. It was super hot. They had this RC car called the Frogger. Now, a couple of my friends had the Frogger, but the Frogger was like this plastic-bodied RC car, and I was like, I want something a little bit nicer than that. But the Frogger, I think, was like $199 with everything, because it was like a bundle package. But the car that I wanted was $225.
$225.
That's
you wouldn't even spend that today.
That's just for the car. And then you had to buy the remote control.
I do want everybody to know that through weird circumstances, Dave has not even paid $225 for the car that he currently drives.
This is true. That's a whole different story. So, Christmas, so I'd been working super hard, and I had almost enough to buy the car itself. I had like $200 saved, but I was still like short. And I'd been saving up and working hard for this, and I knew there was no way my parents would ever get it for me. Come Christmas morning, there's a box like this big, and inside of this box was this guy.
Ooh, look at that thing.
This is a Team Associate RC10, and what was cool about this is this has oil shocks. It has a metal chassis on the bottom. I mean, this thing is super nice. So I opened the box, and here is the RC10, like brand spanking new. And I remember, I've only done this on this Christmas morning. I've never done it since. It would be amazing if somebody got me a gift so amazing that I did this again. But I remember running the way our house was set up. You could go around the front and go through the kitchen and around. There was you could do like a loop. And I remember running circles around the house. I was so excited. I was screaming. I could not believe it. I was like, yeah! And I was just like running around like a maniac. I was so pumped. And then I was like, oh, this is awesome because I have the money saved up. So I'm going to be able to buy the remote control. because it was a really nice trigger remote control, but it was like $100 in itself.
So this was
$225
and $325.
Yeah, and that's not so. We go to my grandma's house, and I'm not even thinking about it. I open up my present, and in there is the $100 remote control that goes with the car. I was like, yes, this is the best Christmas ever. So now all I had to do was save up, it was like $60 for the charger.
You needed more?
Yes, for the charger and the battery packs. I don't have those because it's like old school. I don't even know where that is anymore, the trickle charger. But so it was a charger and battery pack. We went to my grandpa's house. My grandma and grandpa were separated, so we went to my grandpa's house. And by this time, I'm like, oh, come on, battery charger. Rip it up. I was like, yeah! I got the whole kit and caboodle at Christmas. And, oh, man, this thing. So what is so cool about this is I found this at a yard sale. I found this. It was like a whole duffel bag. It had 2 controllers. The guy had a whole bunch of motors in them. So I spent my money. I actually bought upgraded motors. And you could get some tricked out motors that you can get these things to go 40, 45 miles an hour. I mean, ripping down the street. So much fun. So I spent all of my money buying new tires because you would rip through the tires so quick. Batteries, motors, replacement parts when you run into a curb and break something. But
does this one work?
This one does work. I was trying to charge it before I came, but I didn't have enough time. I was like, oh, shoot. And I meant to charge it, but I didn't get it charged up in time.
Oh, we should go outside and I can try and shoot
it. No, you wouldn't be able to catch it. It's so fast. I remember when I first got it, I was trying to learn how to use it. Control, especially when it goes that fast, it's you gotta. I got pretty good at it, but I remember when I first got it, we lived at the bottom of a hill, and it was flying down the hill, and my mom was standing outside watching, and I just came ripping down and cracked her right in the ankle. Oh my goodness, she was so mad.
Poor Wendy.
Oh, I know. But yeah, this.
So in all of this, what did Rachel get?
I have no clue.
You don't even care.
I don't even care. So we're 3 years apart. So she was 10. She
lame.
Probably, that might have been the year.
She probably got some doll.
She probably got my
Cabbage Patch.
No, even worse is my grandma on my mom's side. She made these Cabbage Patch dolls. So they were these heads that you buy that were generic. Oh, they were so ugly. And I remember, I think she got one of those, and I think she was super bummed. Because
they spent all their money on you.
To this day,
Sorry, Rachel.
I have no clue how Dad got the money for this. It was a true Christmas miracle.
Santa Claus came to town.
He did come to town, and
Krampus came for Rachel.
So that was the best Christmas ever. I really have never had a Christmas that was so I remember vividly, to this day, I remember exactly where I was standing, and when I jumped up and was running, I remember yesterday. It was so amazing.
Oh, well, that's good.
So, yeah.
In your pajamas?
Probably, I don't know. We were the type of family that Dad would make us get up, get ready, brush our teeth, all that stuff. Yeah, it wasn't
that was the only day of the year that I would get up early.
Yeah, we weren't really that way. It was more of
But then I would go back to bed.
Oh, no. I remember, because you had to build this thing. It was all in parts. And so it was a giant model kit that you had to assemble the whole thing.
Man, this thing came, loaded it up with some BBs. Just started firing away.
Ay.
It's great. It was a good day.
All right, well, here's to hoping you get whatever you're wishing for Christmas, and I hope you get something so amazing that you jump up and run around the room.
In your pajamas. Don't get ready first.
Okay, yeah, don't get ready first.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.